Mark, you guys, a couple of home games here. It seems like the team has essentially been on the road the whole season. But getting to know this place and getting to know the Coliseum, is that part of the process for you guys too?
Absolutely. I mean, you love to play at home. You love sitting at home, cooking your own meals, eating your own food. I mean, coming to the rink, having your own fans. So, I mean, Coliseum's been great to us so far. We're looking to break it in a little bit more over here in this little homestand, so that should be good.
Well, you practice at a Ford for the last 6 weeks, 2 months, and now you get more time here. Looking forward to kind of establishing this as a more home base.
100%. It's nice to know where you're going every morning, to wake up and come to the Coliseum. It's close for everyone, so I mean, it's been good so far. I mean, just looking forward to it.
So you guys working on the PK out there. I know you're not satisfied with all the results, so what are you working on to make it better?
Just knowing our jobs, doing our spots. I mean, we've been focused on doing each other's jobs a little too much out there. Snowy's done a great job of exactly going over what we have to do and what everybody's responsibility is. So, I mean, it's going to be good to get that thing rolling for the boys.
How would you describe the type of teammate Oren Centazzo is on the ice and off the ice?
I love Oren a lot. I mean, I played with him last year in Newfoundland, so, I mean, we've already had a good relationship. Starting from there, I mean, he's a high-skill guy. I mean, he loves to bury pucks. I mean, you'll see pretty soon here, he gets a grade A. It's going to be in the back of the net. It's going to be no surprise to any of us here. But it's just going to be good to see him get his first one here.
And what's one of the biggest things you've learned over the course of the first maybe 20 games or however many that you've got into over? What's maybe one thing that you've learned about this league in particular?
There's just no days off. Whether you go into the first period up 2 or down 2, it doesn't matter. Everyone's always coming. So, I mean, you got to just be ready to go and dialed each and every day. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing I've taken away.
Greg, you spend the first really 6 weeks practicing at a Ford, and do you think there's a getting used to the home component here at the Coliseum for these guys and make it their home base and their home rink?
Yeah, there's definitely an element of that. It's hard to ignore the resources and the accessibility we have at the Ford Performance Center with all the rinks and utilizing our dev staff. But anytime we get here to our home rink to practice and just get familiar with our space, it's also a positive thing.
Is there something to be learned for some of these new guys about the rink and the little quirks that it offers?
There's definitely a feel, how the boards bounce, the glass, unique bounces the pucks will take at our home rink definitely helps have advantages when we play teams here. So, and just feeling a positive energy and positive vibe walking through the halls, being in the locker room, especially the locker room area. It's a sacred place for the players, and for them to be on a practice day joking around and building their relationships in the space that they compete and battle against is really important.
The PK, no surprise, the stats kind of going against you guys here at the moment. What do you work on to make this better, and where do you see the problem spots?
It's really hard to always target one thing as an issue. Johnstone has done a great job identifying and researching, what we need to do next. This morning he had PK guys out on the ice talking through different scenarios and focusing on our stick detail and our triggers and our reads and making sure that the players have the space to ask the right questions and make sure there's no confusion. So we started out really strong. We're in a little patch right now. Our staff's doing a great job at coaching, teaching through it, and making the adjustments. Last game, thought the penalty kill did a great job, especially at the end of the game there, at shutting the door. So trending in the right direction now.
How does experience play into the penalty kill, having guys that just see more and more reps against a strong power play unit?
Yeah, experience is certainly important. The more time you spend at a certain level or a league and get a feel for the pace of play and the different things that the opponent's doing on the power play, makes you feel more calm. You've been there, done that. Your brain processes the information a lot faster and smoother. Sometimes when players that lack the experience, it's more of a psychological thing where it feels a little bit more hectic and frantic, where you're trying to make the reads. It's not as clear sometimes. So the more reps we can get these guys, the more they'll calm down and feel better about it.
What have you seen in the growth of William Villeneuve in the first 14 games that he's played in this year?
He's an impressive hockey player. I think about him all the time and how his brain is learning so quickly to adjust to a harder, faster league. No doubt at the junior level, exceptional player. As a fan, maybe you're watching now, you don't see the impact immediately right now. There's a lot of things he does with the puck and how he positions himself around the rink and his reads that is elite. It's really good. We have a plan for him right now. He's getting extra lifts in. He's getting extra development. Once his body continues to develop and get stronger and faster, then all of a sudden you're going to see this pop where he's just going to be able to control games offensively and defensively. Really special player and fun to watch.
And what about Graham Slaggert? How I'm trying to figure out the right way to word it, but like how has he grown? But also like, is there anything that stands out about him in the way he plays?
He competes hard, skates really fast, and has a really nice shot. Can really pick his corners. He's very responsible defensively inside of structure, and sometimes that kind of gets in his own way where you got to find the blend of always knowing the spot to be in, but also playing the gray in between the transitions of offense and defense and kind of make a read of what's in the moment. His whole life he's been more so that defensive forward that you can always rely on. Through college, he started to find his scoring touch, and early in the season, he's already had a couple really nice goals for us and an impact.
And then last from me, Noel Hoffenmaier not on the ice. Anything there?
Ill today.